Good afternoon. Hi, Phil McPhail here with United Country Lifestyle Properties of Maine, and today I'm going to bring you to Carroll Plantation. We're in the headwaters of the Down East Lakes and the St. Croix River region of Maine. We're going to see a 2.15 plus or minus acre surveyed lot on a secret little pond here in Carroll. It's about a 115 acre pond. There's only a handful of development on this property on this entire lake actually. Couple of cabins here and a camp lot or two there, but overall pretty well undeveloped. So let's go take a look at this today. Property here on Lowell Lake. This is an off-grid location. We're in over a mile from the town road where the electricity is. This would be a great place for a little seasonal cabin, maybe a place to park your RV or your camper, come tenting, just having a really quiet spot to recreate and get away from the crowds. Before we jump onto the land, let's talk a little bit about the frontage here. There's 359 feet of frontage on Lowell Lake that comes with this property. Lowell Lake's 115 acres. It's between 2 and 6 or 8 feet deep. It's a shallow pond, right full of chain pickerel, great place to bring your kids fishing, good place to kayak, canoe, watch ducks and geese, wading birds. It's a beautiful little spot off the beaten path. Not a good place for motorboats. So if you're looking for a motorboat lake, this wouldn't be a good one. But if you want some peace and quiet out in the wilderness, this is a great choice. Okay, one of the nice things about this property is it has been surveyed. You'll see the corner stakes are on all 4 corners of this property. This is the I guess this would be the northwest corner of the lot. We've got red paint going back to a pin at corners, and it's kind of a square lot. You'll see the shape of it here on the screen. Down here along the shore, we've got a mix of pine, hemlock, white cedar, and that's pretty much it down here. As we go up towards the back of the lot, we'll go look at that in a minute. Made a big mistake today, didn't bring my snowshoes, and there's more snow here than I've seen just about anywhere lately. But we'll find some hardwoods in the back of the lot. We'll go take a look at those next. We're about 100 feet off the pond now, and that's the required setback for any building on most lakes and ponds in Maine, unless it's more than that. Here you'll see it's starting to transition into hardwood. We've got a roughed-in driveway. It's not gravelled. It's just kind of been brushed out a little bit and needs a little more of that done. But you'd come down this driveway in off of Stevens Road, maybe fill this area here, or go up the hill a little further, whatever you decide to do. But this would be a good place for a building site right here where I'm standing. We're back up here a little further on the driveway going up towards Stevens Road here. And this is where you're going to see a transition into almost all hardwood. We got some beautiful maples in here, some yellow birch, some beech, just a pretty lot. It's very heavily wooded. A lot of this is old growth down along the shore. If you clean the driveway out, come in here, gravel this in, you can do this pretty economically and have yourself a nice little lakefront property. Back out here now at the end of the roughed-in driveway onto Stevens Road. And obviously we can't drive in here. This road's not plowed in the wintertime. Let's talk a little bit about Carroll Plantation. Carroll Plantation has a population of about 138 people. And you're probably wondering, what's a plantation? Well, Maine is one of the only states in the country, I think it is the only state in the country that uses that term. And a plantation is somewhere, it's a minor civil division somewhere between an unincorporated area and a town. So in Carroll, they do their own taxation, their own registrations and things like that. But as far as any land permitting, that goes through the state of Maine and the Land Use Planning Commission. So it's a pretty simple process here, getting a building permit or any other permit. You get it right from the state, you fill it out online, all taken care of. Folks, you're probably wondering where Carroll Plantation is. Well, Carroll Plantation is in far eastern Penobscot County. We're about 26 miles from the service town of Lincoln. From here to Bangor is about 75 miles. The coast of Maine is 56 miles away in the Calais area down in the northern coast of Maine. The province of New Brunswick, Canada is just 40 miles east of us here out Route 6, and you can cross at the town of Vanceboro. Boston is about 313 miles and about a 5-hour ride from the property to the city. If you're wondering what you can do in Carroll Plantation, well, we're real close to the Down East Lakes region, which is thousands of acres of conserved land. The Down East Lakes Land Trust is right nearby. We're just a couple miles from the Bottle Lake Boat Landing, the Duck Lake Boat Landing, the Sisladobsis Lake Boat Landing. Lakeville is a budding town, and there's just water everywhere down here. You can basically go down to the end of Bottle Lake Road and be in Bottle Lake, run down the stream into Junior, and go right out into West Grand Lake. Grand Lake Stream's an hour ride from here. There's ATV access from Stevens Road out to Brown Road, and you can get right on the ATV trails and ride for hundreds of miles on maintained trails. If you like hunting, fishing, riding snowmobiles, riding ATVs, this is a great base of location for that. 40 miles from here is East Grand and Spednick Lakes, and if you're not familiar with those, check out the video link we did last year of a short fishing trip we took on Spednick. World-class bass fishing in that lake, and that's a 40-mile ride, and it's all over a pretty good road. Those two lakes are two of the larger lakes in the state of Maine. They're right on the Canadian border. Cross the border there in Vanceboro, and you can be in Fredericton, New Brunswick in about 45-50 minutes from the border. So an hour and a half, you're in Fredericton, nice Canadian city. An hour and a half, you're in Bangor, Maine, beautiful Maine city. Folks, while you're here, don't forget, like and share this video with all your friends, and hit that subscription button down there at the bottom so you don't miss our next video. Folks, thanks for coming along on the tour of this property here in Carroll Plantation on Lowell Lake. Probably wondering, how can you buy this property? Well, this is another property that we're going to offer as an online auction. When you see this video, the bidding will be open, and it's open until May the 5th. It'll close at 2 p.m. on May the 5th. The taxes and all that information up here. This is 2.15 plus or minus surveyed acres. We've got 359 feet on Lowell Lake. This is an off-grid location. We got a driveway that's just roughed in. We're in about a mile and a half from the electric power and the town road. We're surrounded by other lakes and all kinds of recreation. Get in there and get your bid package. You can get that in the link below. Hit the QR code here on the screen, or give us a call and we'll email or mail you a bid package.